good. Stay put. Okay. Let's see how we're doing. Crystal Tarot. Dragon Oracle. Crystal Ball. Okay. Okay. Is the sound good? Yeah, sounds good. Some selenite to clear some of the vibrations and just to give us a bit of a cleansing vibrations. I feel there's been a lot of dense energy recently, very recently, and quite a lot of confusion around as we entered Mercury in retrograde a couple of days ago as well. So I'm going to pull some cards for some guidance for us to see what kind of energies are around this planetary alignment. It's quite a rare one. The next alignment like this one, won't be until 2040. So I'll let you do the math, seeing as math's not my forte. Okay. So let's start with the dragon cards. Let's see what dragon energies around us. Destiny says hi Destiny. So let's pull some dragon cards. Okay, let's give them a good shuffle. Which energies are around us? We have Golden Solar Dragon. Interesting. Keep on coming across a lot of stuff about the sun recently as well. Sure, we've had an eclipse. We had a solar eclipse, I believe that was on the 17th of February, and I've recently came across some information about there being along the sun's equator, there's been a mysterious coronal hole appeared. So it looks a bit like a smiley face or just like an opening, and apparently that's directed towards Earth, this opening. So what that means, I don't know, because I'm not a scientist, but let's see what this card says. So it says Golden Solar Dragon. So we're getting a lot of sun energies, y'all. And this is coming through. So I feel like the planetary alignment is filtering in all of these energies, all of the sun energy. So it's kind of the 6 planets that are in alignment. So it's most of the planets in the solar system, other than Mars. Mars isn't taking part. Okay, so we have, so it says, the Golden Solar Dragon. This dragon helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. Okay, so this is kind of talking about sovereignty here. So it's talking about standing in your strength, like being sure of yourself, being sure of your wisdom, being sure of like the impact that you can have on the world around you, or the universe even. Like we can have such a big impact in this universe when we stop thinking small, and this is what this card is reminding us about. And Prepucio? Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. So Mr. Sanchez says, I like the art pieces you have in your wall. Thank you. Yeah, my Egyptian papyrus art. Thank you. And Carter says hi. Hi, Carter. Right, so that is the first card. So we have some information about the sun. Right, so let's see what else. What other dragon energies are around us as at the time of this planetary alignment? So planetary alignments are always fun. We've had a lot of conjunctions, as you can see on my channel. If you look at some of the other videos, we keep on getting conjunctions like nobody's business. So this is just like when the planets are meeting together, and this is like an extra special meeting of the planets, because not we don't just have like only 2 planets coming together. We have 6 planets in the sky tonight, all lining up, and that is harking something very significant and special. So this card practically jumped out at me then, so we're going to go with this one. So we have the golden crested dragon. Very interesting. So if you look at those 2 cards, there's a very similar energy to it. So these dragons are more or less family in a way. So the golden crested dragon, so it says, this dragon brings you higher love so that you embody the Christ light. So when we talk about Christ light, so it doesn't necessarily have to be to do with religion, and it can be relevant to any number of different religions. When we talk about Christ's light, or the inner Christ, or the Christ within, so this is talking about like an ascended master. So this is a reminder that we all have a divine spark within us. We're all connected with the divinity and deities. So we're all connected. So this is what it's reminding us. And we have this spark, or this light within us, that we're able to tap into if we really try. So it's on the card, it says, absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain 5th dimensional. Wow, so if you look at the imagery of that card, you can literally see there's light from the heart facilitator of the golden dragon. The light is just beaming outwards. It's very beautiful artwork there. So that is the second dragon. And we have a comment from Drea. Says, you seem like a lovely person. You give off nice vibes. Keep being you. I like your outfit. Thank you. That is very nice of you to say so. Thank you. So 2 dragons there. Right, let's go with the 3rd dragon before we move on to the Crystal Tarot. Let's have a look. So if you're new to this stream, if you just tuned it in, then I'm just looking into the energies that are around this planetary alignment, as we have 6 planets all lined up together in the sky tonight. Okay. Earth dragon. Okay, so this is a little different energy. because whereas the other two dragons, they was very high vibes, high energy. This dragon kind of is here to balance it out, more or less, kind of grounds us. So it says the earth dragon clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded, be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing, you can move forward in life. So that is a positive message for us there. Again, very beautiful imagery. Again, you can literally see like the dragon's energy is literally seeping and pouring into the ground, into the earth. Very beautiful. Let's have a look at the crystal tarot now. If I can get them out. Crystal tarot. Okay. Okay. Give them a quick shuffle. That did not go very smoothly, but at least I didn't drop them this time. Okay, let's go. Okay. That's so interesting. I have this card again. Wow. Gosh, this card keeps on haunting me like I don't know what. All right. But I feel like this message, this card does keep popping up for me, but I believe this is a relevant message that multiple people need to hear. So if you're watching this message is likely for you as well. So this card is the King of Cups. Angel Aura Quartz is the crystal which is associated with it. So King of Cups. So cups in any readings are to do with the emotions. So that some people are quite in tune with their emotions, and other people not so much. So when we're talking about the King of Cups, this person is in tune with their emotions. They're quite good with handling emotions, so they can work well with other people who are quite emotional. As they get it, they understand them, but they're very empathetic, or they may actually be empaths. But the message here, the message from the King of Cups, is not to become codependent on other people. So it is important for us to get this. There's one love out here in the world, in the universe. So it's good to want to be around other people. It's good to connect with other people. But essentially, Spirit is reminding us that we need to be our own anchor. So we need to look more into self-regulation rather than kind of, what do they call it, where you codependency, where you're looking for someone else to regulate you or to anchor you. So you need to, because you're this sovereign person, this sovereign being, this with a divine spark within yourself. So this is, so you're not just this insignificant little human. Yeah, we're on planet Earth. It's not the biggest planet in the world. In the world, it's not the biggest planet in the solar system. Not the biggest planet in the universe. But it doesn't mean we're so insignificant, because we have this divine spark, and we're a lot more powerful than many people in the world would lead us to believe, because our mind is a powerful tool. We can, and our spirit our spirit and our hearts, these are also powerful tools. So when we use these tools in conjunction, when we use these tools together, we're able to effect a powerful change out in the world and in ourselves, as within, so without. So it's all about mirroring, as above, so below. Duality is one of the universal laws. So just be aware of that. I am my own anchor. So I'm literally gonna start affirming that, or using that as like a mantra. I am my own anchor, because that card keeps popping up. And it's from the tarot. So I believe there's 78 cards in the tarot deck. And yeah, that one keeps on coming up. So let's see what else comes up for us. Okay, so what else have we got here? So regarding the planetary alignment, 6 planets all in alignment tonight. Bringing in good vibes, bringing in some fabulous sun energy, among other energies, and let's find out which. So we have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords here. So pages in a reading represent young people, either a young gentleman, a young man, or a young lady. So the Page of Swords, the crystal which is paired with this card is ametrine. So ametrine is a very beautiful crystal because it is a mineral or gemstone which is combined amethyst and citrine. So amethyst is a very intuitive and healing stone. Citrine is a very lucky and again healing stone as well. So there's lots of healing energies around this card. So I feel if this is representing a person in your life, someone who's around you, they can bring this healing energy to you. They bring good vibes. They bring that intuition and good advice. So that is a positive card. And this is what it's saying. I take care of the detail and stay in control. I take care of the detail and stay in control. Control, it's like Janet Jackson said, this is a story about control. Control of what I say, control of what I do, etc., etc. But this is kind of echoing the narrative about sovereignty. We don't give away your power to other people. Don't let other people control your lives. You need to take back the control. And listen to the good advice when it comes to you from other people, especially if it's the Page of Swords. Okay. So let's have another tarot card. The planets are in alignment. Exciting times. So like I said a bit earlier, this kind of planetary alignment with these 6 planets is not going to happen again until 2040. So it's quite some time. So it's not something that just happens every day or every other day. We're talking years. Ooh, nearly throwing the cards everywhere, but managed to grip onto them. I hope you saw that. I've got skills, kind of. Or reflexes. Right, let's see. Right, what else do we need to be aware of? What other energies are around us? Let's go with you. Oh, gosh. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords. So swords in a reading can represent like conflict. And Three of Sword is sometimes can represent heartache, strife. However, the message of on this written on here, it says, I see things exactly as they are. Okay, so this is an important message. So whether not just burying our heads in the sand about things, not just keeping on the rose-tinted glasses. We need to really look at things objectively, and we need to see things as they exactly are. Because if we're not looking at things properly, if we're not seeing things as they are, then how are we meant to react to them? How are we meant to cope with them if we don't really know exactly what is going on? So it's about this card is asking you to take a pause and to look at the bigger picture and to see things for exactly what they are. That is that card. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pull another dragon card. Let's see if there's any more dragon energy around us. And from what corner of the universe this dragon energy is coming from. All right, what have you got for a spirit? Okay. Wow, same color again. So we've got three dragons which are all orange and golden, and one earth, brown and earthy. But this one is the orange dragon. It's funny that we seem to have collected three of the orangey golden dragons. Right, so it says the orange dragon brings soul families and communities together. So interesting. So this is the energy that's around us. So when the planets are coming together, the orange dragon, his energy is bringing people together. So bringing us all together. So people. So it's like I said a bit earlier. It's like they say art imitates life, or life imitates art, yada yada. But it's all about that universal law of duality. So when the planets are coming together and coming into alignment, so too are us humans, us people, us spirits, us souls. We're all coming together into an alignment, coming together into community. This is what the card is suggesting. So it says the message is spread belonging, warmth, oneness, and bring people everywhere together. That is the message. Wow. Let me grab those dragon cards. That is interesting that these colour dragons are coming together now for us. Of all the colour dragons, there's like a whole rainbow with different dragons within these cards, but these are the ones, 3 of the 4 dragon cards we've pulled. The other one's the Earth Dragon, which is kind of brown, but very interesting. Okay, so let's go back with tarot. Now that we've got guidance from the dragons, let's see what other messages we can get from this. Okay, Spirit, what else have you got for us? We're open and ready to receive your guidance. Thank you. Okay. 3 of Wands. So wands in a reading can represent creativity and creative energy. And the gemstone which is associated with this card is garnet. So garnet is a stone which can also represent longevity, liveliness, even what's it? Fidelity is the word I was looking for as well. So the message which goes with this card, it says, I have the energy I need to realize my goals. I have the energy I need to realize my goals. So I feel like we're getting these activations and downloads when the planets are coming into alignment in this way, where a lot of activations and downloads are coming through for us. And this energy is going to help us to realize what our goals are, realizing what our purpose is. Okay, thank you for that. Let's pull another card. And Dave said hi. Hi, Dave. What other energy is around us? Okay, let's have a look. Wow. I've not even looked at this card before. Look at that card. This is the energy that's around us. So we're literally getting the golden crested dragon, which is telling us to embody ourselves in our most enlightened self. And then we're getting the high priestess card. So the gemstone lapis lazuli. Wow. Look at that card. It's such a beautiful card. I've not seen this. I've not looked at this. I don't think I've not pulled this card as of yet. These cards are quite new for me, but that artwork is really stunning. Okay, so the High Priestess, the High Priestess represents intuition and femininity as well, and the divine feminine as well. So the message on the card, it says, my intuition guides me to the truth. So when we're getting all of these activations and then downloads, when our intuitive guidance is coming through, we need to start paying more attention, especially in the next couple of days. So pay attention to your dreams. If you do any meditation, pay attention to whatever guidance comes through that way. Or even if you're just doing the most mundane thing, it may be that you're in the shower, or that you're going for a walk, you're going jogging, these sorts of mundane, normal things. You may just find guidance just popping through. So whether it's a vision, whether it's a song lyrics, yada yada yada, guidance coming through in different ways, but usually in the way that you usually have it come through. Because some people see visions, other people hear like music or words. Some people simply just know, claircognizant. That means your psychic ability is that you just know things are going to happen before they happen. So there's all of these different natural psychic abilities, and the High Priestess embodies them all. So she is presenting them to you, or reminding you of these hidden gifts that everybody possesses. Okay, so let's pull one more card. High Priestess card. And what number is she? So she's number 11. So if we're adding the Adding 11 together, that would take us to 2. Again, it's kind of reminding us of the duality of everything. Duality is so important. And this is kind of why I feel why the world is in the state that it is, because duality just gets forgotten about. Everything people always head in one direction, or focus their energy on one thing, and forget that there's always like an opposite. There's an opposite energy. Okay. We have wands again, 9 of wands. So I feel like we'd lighten some fires here. So it says, I am strong for as long as I need to be strong. Interesting. So this is kind of, this is giving me the vibes of people not knowing their own strength. There's literally the song of Whitney Houston, a beautiful song, I didn't know my own strength. But I feel this is the kind of, those kind of lyrics are relevant right now. But it's also important to know that, yeah, you do have what it takes. You will make it through this. So even though you keep doubting yourself and keeping thinking, I can't do this, this is too difficult, I'm not going to make it, Spirit, the divine, is telling you that yeah, you can do it, and yeah, you will. It's literally like, what I'm hearing is kind of like something that a parent would say. I didn't raise no quitter. That's literally what Spirit is saying to you right now. I didn't raise no quitter. You better keep going. This is what I'm hearing. Okay, there you go. Let's pull another card. Dave says, hey, hope you're well. Thank you, Dave. Been a crazy day, I'm not going to lie, but I am well, thank you. Whew. What else have you got for us? Spirit, what else have you got for us? Okay. Interesting. So 3 of Pentacles is the next card. 3 of Pentacles. The gemstone which goes with it is malachite. Interesting. So malachite is quite a protective stone, but it's interesting that we're talking about dualities, because that gemstone in general, it's kind of, it amplifies things, but it will amplify. You need to be careful. Basically, the message of malachite, the message that malachite teaches us, that be aware of your emotions and your thoughts, because whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking, the malachite is going to amplify that a lot in a significant way. So if you carry malachite around, or if you have malachite like energies around you, which Spirit is saying we do have these energies around us, so we have the malachite kind of energy around us of amplifying our feelings, amplifying our emotions, and heck, Mercury is in retrograde as well, just to make us all more emotional and more ignorant in a way, because no one wants to message each other or reply to a message or answer a phone call. So Mercury in retrograde, thank you for that. But yeah, on top of all that, we have the malachite, which is going to amplify exactly how we're feeling. So yeah, just be mindful of that. So this card is saying, When I show my work, others give support. When I show my work, others give support. So that is a positive message there. So with it being pentacles as well, this shows that there is some form of abundance, some form of reaping a reward. So good things to come. But the message on the card, it says, when I show my work, others give support. So that's always nice when you hear good things about your work, when people give you validation, when they give you the support and the love and recognition as well. So that is Three of Pentacles. Oops. Knocking the tripod. Oops. Right. Let's have another tarot card. Crystal Tarot. What else would you like us to know? Spirit, what else have you got for us? Please let us know. Thank you. Oh, that card's jumping out. We have Pentacles again. This card was kind of standing out for me. So again, Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. So we had Nine of Wands earlier. We have Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords even. Wow. That is quite peculiar that we have so many nines and so many threes. Let me look at the numerology for those numbers, nines and threes, and then we'll have a closer look at this card. Okay, so nines and threes in a reading. So nines are all about completion of events, things coming to fruition, attainment, fulfillment. So this is what nines are about when we're looking at readings. Let's look at threes next. So threes in a reading may suggest that the situation involves more than one person involved. It's a reminder about cooperation and business. Creativity as well is also signaled by number threes. And number three refers to groups and growth. So growing together as well. So that is interesting. So that's about the numerology of the cards. So yeah, for some reason we have a heck of a lot of nines and threes. So that's the numerology behind that number. So next, let's take a look at this specific card, Nine of Pentacles. So lots of pentacles in a reading. It means money is coming in. So abundance. I take the time I need to nurture myself. I take the time I need to nurture myself. So that's kind of coming across as like sort of like a paid holiday. I take the time I need to nurture myself, because it's suggesting that the money's still coming in, but you're getting time to kind of lay low, relax, have good times, make new memories. So this is what the card is suggesting. I take the time I need to nurture myself. So self-care is very important. Taking time to nurture yourself, or like kind of making yourself a priority and loving yourself. Because if you're not going to love if you're not going to love yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? I take the time I need to nurture myself. That is what this card is telling us. Right, so let's pop that down there. Let's pull another tarot card. going to kind of fan them out a bit and choose one. We have more ones. Gosh, we are lighting fires today. 8 of Wands. Ooh, different number. 8 of Wands. That's interesting. So we have 8 and 9 of Wands. Interesting. So let's have a look. 8 of Wands. I manifest multiple opportunities. I manifest multiple opportunities. So this is kind of saying your cup's overflowing, and it's kind of saying also don't settle for less as well. It's a reminder that good things come. There is that saying, good things come in free. But yeah, it's a reminder, don't just settle for the first thing that comes along. Multiple opportunities are coming along. Multiple good things are on the way. So yeah, be mindful of that and be grateful for that. Show the gratitude. I manifest multiple opportunities. Fabulous. Let's have another dragon. Why not? Let's fan these ones out. Dragons. Fire and water dragon. Again, similar colour. Fire and water dragon. Oh wow, so it's like the two colours are kind of combined. So there's a bit of greens in there, there's a bit of yellow and orange. Fire and water dragon. So let's read what this dragon is representing. So the fire and water dragon enables your life to flow with loving force. So the message is prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. This is the message of the fire and water dragon. So yeah, I'd expect a bit of steam. So yeah, I feel like the fire and water dragon, the steam is kind of going to propel things along. Change is coming quickly. Expect the unexpected. But when the unexpected happens, don't panic. Just accept it. Welcome it and have fun. Play light of the situation that you're in, and play light of the unexpected thing that's happened, and yeah, just be playful and be happy and have fun. That is what the card is suggesting. Okay. All right, so let's have. I'm gonna pull another one of the Crystal Tarot cards. Let's have another look. One more tarot cards. Okay. Oops. Oh, that card. Where did I just drop that card? Oh, there it went, hiding from me. Oh, wow. That is very interesting. Okay. Oh, but I'm very happy to see it. So the next card that we have is the Sun card. So we have 2 major arcana cards here. So when we have major arcana cards in a tarot reading, they hold a lot of weight. So it means these are big themes and big archetypes and big energies. So we had the High Priestess earlier, and now we have the Sun card. So the Sun card always brightens up any reading. So this is just a reminder. It's reiterating what all of the other things were saying. So all of the pentacles and all of the wands and all of the cute dragons. So the Sun card is just kind of the cherry on top of, or the the cherry on top of the icing. So the Sun card is saying, I am optimistic and I appreciate all I have. And that appreciation is kind of magnetic. So it's all about the magnetic gratitude. So good things are happening. Spirit is reminding you of this. The Sun card signifies this. So very obviously, the gemstone which is connected with the Sun card is Sunstone. So Sunstone is very pretty, flashes in the light. But whenever you're wanting to work with the sun's energy, it's the gemstone to go to. So one more reminder about the message of this card. I am optimistic and I appreciate all I have. The Sun card. Right, so before I do go, I'm actually going to read what the tarot book says about the Sun card, because I feel like that's a very strong and beautiful message. Right, so here is what the Book of Tarot says. So it says, so the numerology of the Sun card can be reduced to number 1. So ones in a reading indicate new beginnings and change. When the Sun card is drawn in a reading, there is a focus on relationships with others and on self-knowledge. The Sun card indicates that the querent is contented. So the querent is yourself. You are contented with your position in life and know or shall know inner peace and success and happiness. The happiness will be ongoing. This is a very positive card. The Sun card represents material happiness, contentment, accomplishment, and successful unions. If you are contemplating marriage or commitment, this card indicates that this will be a successful union. Special consideration for this card. The presence of this card indicates a very positive stage in your life. You have achieved a new level of spiritual maturity and you're now benefiting from this. And that is the message. Right, I'm sending you all brightest blessings. Please check out some of the other videos. Brightest blessings and namaste.